Totally. You ordered it perfect because look at that jump that he got. I mean, he's ready to go. He's ready to scrap.
Yeah, talking to Scrappy in the back, he, had that hat on, the glasses, real stylish guy fighting LA, real confident. He said he wants to take over the show. He is on the undercard, but he's one of those Teofimo type guys where he wants to take over and he wants to put on a show. We see that right away with his swag.
And I think this round one's going to be probably like a fill-out round for Scrappy, and I think maybe we'll see him explode probably in round two. Israel Camacho looks like he's just trying to hold him off, sticking that jab out there.
And that's exactly what he needs to do is just keep him out, keep him at bay with that jab. And Israel Camacho was telling me he was coming from Nuevo Laredo, but out of Houston, and he's training when we're at the JC's boxing gym.
Yeah, he's been up there at JC Boxing Gym. He actually was training before, Paz Descansa, Mr. Rocha. Mr. Rocha passed away this summer with COVID, and so he was one of Mr. Rocha's prospects.
And on the other side, John Ramirez, I was talking to him. He's pretty confident. He's working out of California. He said he got a lot of good work in at the gym sparring with Jerwin Ancajas, in the gym with Freddie Roach. So he's confident where he got. Also, Jerwin Ancajas, his sparring partner, is fighting tonight as well. So he's pretty confident coming into the fight.
Oh, nice body work right there. That was great. And maybe that's Israel Camacho's plan. Maybe chop down at the body so he can slow him down because it looks. I think maybe Scrappy might be a little faster than Camacho.
This is where we see the clash of styles. We see the slickster, the speedster versus the power puncher who comes forward and puts pressure. Nice uppercut. Scrappy comes right back.
This is where Israel Camacho needs to stay away, keep him at bay, like I said, with that jab, because he does have the advantage with that left hand, and then follow it up with that right hand.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think when he throws that right hand, I think maybe you should straighten it out a little bit instead of looping it, because he's putting his head in the wrong position once he loops it.
Now for Scrappy, he's doing a pretty good job just being in there, throwing those combinations and getting out. Doesn't seem like he's really sitting on his punches.
It doesn't seem like he's got a whole lot behind him, but he's scoring points. He's getting in there. He's pushing the pace. I think Camacho just needs to sit back and let him run into his jab a couple times and run into a right.
Yes, exactly.
Little punch after the bell. That's a good first round. Who do you think took the lead here?
I think maybe Scrappy took it by just by the volume of punches that he was throwing, and he showed a little bit more ring generalship.
Yeah, I concur. I say he landed the cleaner shots. One thing that I saw that Camacho did was kind of holding too much, letting Ramirez get into that zone.
Absolutely. I think
that comfort zone for Ramirez.
Absolutely. I think Camacho needs to, not be afraid of fire. Just let go of the straight 1-2. I think the straight 1-2 would work for him. It's basic boxing with this kid. I think it'll work with him all day because he's long and lengthy.
Correct.
So, Carlos, how do you think he can offset that speed with Camacho? Because it seems like he's getting, his opponent's getting in his chest really quick and he's smothering his shots.
He's taking that step back, using that jab, keeping that jab, doubling that jab.
Yeah, I think the double jab would work for him beautiful. A lot of people get away from that double jab. They go to the single jab, and that double jab just works wonders for people.
Exactly, yes. And the thing that he needs to do is when Scrappy gets in, he stands straight up. So Scrappy sometimes loops that overhand right, and he's able to land, and that's what's helping Scrappy.
And Camacho being the taller fighter, he actually gets in there and he wants to go short.
Scrappy landing overhand right. I think he's in trouble. We have a knockdown.
That was a beautiful right hand for Scrappy.
And we seen Camacho. He's been dipping his head a lot. He's been really concerned over the top with that right hand. We see it through the first and the first round and the second round. And here he is. He got dropped with it, so he's gonna have to adjust right here on the fly. And he's gonna do it fast.
That was a nice right hand.
And I don't see why this kid wants to fight inside. He's making this fight a whole lot harder than what it needs to be.
Yes, yes. Well, he is the Phoenix.
Nice right hand.
He says he wants to rise.
He wants to bang, huh?
Bang, yes. Oh.
Wow, wow.
Come on.
Maybe that's
I think that was a little premature
yes.
on that stoppage. You know,
But,
this
you
is
know-
not amateurs.
No, but I mean, he was on his way. Possibly.
Yeah, that was a.
Think about it, you know.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. I mean, with both of y'all, I think maybe we could have saw a spectacular finish because we see how fast those combinations were coming. You know, but you never know the lucky punch. You know, when somebody gets happy being too aggressive. But you know, it is what it is. These referees got a tough job, and they got to make the call on the spot.
No, bad to the referee. I just, on my opinion, I think.
I agree.
And
I agree.
One thing I think, I don't know, guys, but I think Phoenix had a nice right hand to the body.
Absolutely,
every time it landed, you could hear it. It was that thud. So I was just waiting for that right hand to go down the bite to the face.
Absolutely. Over and under.
But he never got to throw it.
Well, it's called Scrappy. His football coach gave him that name. It wasn't from boxing, but you know, he said his family called him Scrappy, his football called him Scratchy, and we saw it. You know, we saw it in the ring. He seems like a kid that
Scrappy little kid.
Exactly. He has a lot of tools, speed, combinations, power. But what I like about him is we see guys with those gifts. They usually use it to just stay strictly boxing and stay on the outside. This kid likes to get on the inside. He likes to put a hurting on his opponent. So I'm impressed.
I'm impressed too. I didn't know what to think about the kid when I really didn't know too much about him. But now seeing him in action, I'm pretty impressed with the kid. I think he's got a future.
And he's promotable. He's got a style outside the ring. When I saw him back in the dressing room, I thought he was a rapper for a minute. I was like, "Hey, where's the fighter here?" But he has this swag about him, just like we saw with our last winner of the last fight. But that's what you want to see. You want to see these fighters promote themselves because the first promoter is themselves. They got to get themselves out there, and they got to make people talk. And I guarantee, after this fight, the people in this audience are going to be talking about him.
Absolutely. Hopefully, we had some viewers see him on the pay-per-view on mysa.com. You know, there's great live stream going on here, and I'm proud to be with you guys. You know, Carlos Famoso Hernandez, man, a great friend of mine, and we got Rodrigo here, man, a great friend of mine as well. Man, make a good team here.
Yeah, I mean, shout out to Mr. Tapia. He puts in the matchmaking. He puts in a lot of things behind the scenes of all these shows, and that's how they flow. That's how we get these great fights. So again, appreciate what you do so that, you know, give you some shine here. You know, you're on the mic, but hey, let's give a shout out, man. It is a lot of work.
I like staying in the background, man. I like staying in the background. But a big shout out to our buddy out there at F4Studios.net, man. If you want some custom shorts made, man, F4 Studios is the way to go.